Careful. Relax a little bit.
Gatorade signed me. You can't get really much better than that.
I have a Jack King.
I told you, patience is a virtue. He sucks.
But then demons started creeping in and depression hit me. It came out of nowhere. I pride myself to keep moving forward in tough situations, but I couldn't stop it no matter what I tried to do. The more I pushed for it to go away, it came stronger and stronger until it beat me to my knees. The moment I try to get up, I'm getting beaten down again. It was so dark. It felt like I was in hell. You get over the pain, and before you know it, you're back in the pain. That's what it felt like. It was torture. And I said to myself, I don't want to box no more. I'm done. This is not even me. And I told my mom, I need help.
I'm so proud of my son for everything he's gone through and, overcome. Just amazing. It's an amazing journey.
In boxing, more than most sports, feelings can be mislabeled as weakness. Garcia knows better because he understands the power that can be culled from facing and reconciling an unseen opponent.
The speed is clearly still there, but now it comes with control. Ryan is paying more attention to where he stands, how he moves, and how he stays steady after every punch. He is careful not to give away openings and makes sure nothing is handed to the opponent for free. Against Mario Barrios, this makes a real difference. Barrios is tall, tough, and stays strong when fights stretch into difficult long minutes. Ryan understands this camp is not about quick moments, it is about full control. You can see it in sparring where he builds combinations carefully instead of chasing one big punch.
Go, baby, drive, baby, good work. Woo. I'm 215 pounds, you pulling me like,
Once he gets in that mode, it's over.
Look good.
I got numerous NFL guys, MLB guys, and he has a mindset far beyond all of them kids, which is crazy. Go! He's gonna be as fast as he can be, as strong as he can be. We're gonna get the knockout.
Go.
10 more. 10 more.
10 more.
Ready, go. There you go.
Even when I'm tired, 10 more. 10 more. Until I've done 1 million.
Messed with the wrong Instagram fighter.
And after I beat him, 10 more. That's my mentality right now.
And in the drills where defense comes immediately after offense, not as an afterthought. There is a quiet edge in how he moves. He understands what is at stake and does not feel the need to show it.
Same.
Garcia started boxing early, at age 7. He trained under his father Henry, while the rest of the family provided never-ending support.
My life that I've said to myself, you better push it. You better win. Like my mom and dad, they gave their whole salary to this one tournament. We drove all the way over there. It was cross country. And I said to myself, if I lose in this tournament and I got to do this long ride back home, it's just going to be torture. So I punished them and came back with the national title. So that was good.
This preparation feels planned and held back. It seems like Ryan wants to prove something to himself before showing anything to the world. It is less about style and more about being fully prepared. And this change could be the most dangerous part of this version of him.
2. It's over now. It's over now. Yeah. That energy! He's getting destroyed. He's getting destroyed.
14.
I don't care about the story no more. It's coming to an end. It's done. It's finished. Put in stake in it. Done. No more story. You had a good run like I told him. It was a nice little cute story. It's over with now.
It's over.
I got a longer story. That's the difference. His chapter's done. He had a fun little one, a little cute one. He did good for his city. But it's over now.
While Ryan sharpens speed and control, Mario Barrios is training like a man who has already been through the storm and knows exactly how it feels. The work is not flashy, but it is heavy. Long rounds, steady pressure, and a focus on basics that stay strong when the fight becomes uncomfortable.
Everybody always wants to cut 5 to 10 pounds the last week of the fight, but during that week, you lose your strength. We ain't losing no strength. We doing this the right way. He's eating right. He has nutrition on point. We're doing the strength and conditioning on point. We're way ahead of schedule. We're ready to fight right now if we needed to, and we still got 3 weeks left. That's the crazy part. Keeping the focus, we're keeping it strong, we're keeping it powerful, we're keeping it explosive. Man, we're just excited for this fight.
Barrios is working behind the jab, moving in step by step, touching the body with patience, and then going back upstairs. These are the kind of habits that do not go viral, but they win rounds late in fights. You can sense the experience in how he moves with calm feet, focused eyes, and no wasted motion. This camp is clearly built on toughness and discipline. He knows Ryan's speed cannot be chased and must be controlled.
Why am I doing this? Why didn't I stay in school? Days and workouts like that, they push you to a mental where you really have to question, like, why am I doing this? For me, I have a couple of reasons. For myself, I've been in boxing since I was 6. I have love for this game. Some fighters, Pacquiao, for example, I think that's what it is. You just have love for the sport. You can't get enough of it. This shit sucks. Have a love-hate relationship with this guy. But everything just it comes together.
Even as the bigger fighter, Barrios stays fully aware of his opponent's near-perfect knockout record. Barrios is not trying to look flashy or impress anyone. He wants to stay focused every second and punish mistakes when they appear. His confidence feels quiet, but strong, like someone who trusts his training more than predictions. He has faced elite opponents, felt real power and real pressure, and that experience shows in how seriously he is taking this moment. This is not about surprises. It is about being ready when the fight starts asking hard questions.
When all is said and done, more is said than done, and today a hell of a lot is getting done. Let's get it.
Yep. Good work.
I say it often, but I have confidence in my preparation. I'm making sure I'm on top of everything.
And just when it feels like all the attention is on Mario Barrios working quietly and doing everything the right way, Wade Plemons pulls back and asks the uncomfortable question everyone avoids. Is Ryan Garcia truly respecting the danger in front of him, or is he treating this like another content chapter instead of a real title moment? That is what stands out about Wade's angle, because he is not yelling bold takes. He is pointing at patterns. He notices Ryan with the backpack, the double microphones, the streaming, and the theatrics, and he's basically saying we have already seen this story play out twice.
So he must prepare not only to deliver blows, but to withstand.
It's a neck exercise right here, so this is just, you gotta have a strong neck to take shots, and we've been putting more emphasis on that this camp than I think he's ever done his whole career, so. Alright, let's get it. Shoulders back, good, great back, and good. This is a tough opponent, and he needs to take things to another level. Mario has to be in great shape, and he has to be able to move around the ring the whole fight and use his advantages.
Analyzing. And when he calls Barrios the most available champion, that is not disrespect, it is context. Availability does not mean weakness, it means chance. And those are the fights that can end careers if treated lightly. I also like how Wade brings in the Joe Guzian angle, because that is where this stops being just about punch speed and turns into a real chess match with proof.
But I don't like see the idea of like, oh, Joe's a traitor for training Mario Barrios after training Ryan Garcia. He's trying to make a living as well. He's got to continue training fighters. If someone like Barrios comes to him, I know every coach has a different rule about this, but if you don't have ties to the fighter that you used to have ties to, I don't see a problem with training another fighter, as long as you're doing it ethically and you're not like poaching and like getting insiders in camps and stuff like that. Joe got to make a living.
When Wade Plemons jokes that Ryan needs manufactured motivation like a Jordan-era grudge, it sounds funny, but it hits the truth. Some fighters need chaos to switch on. The scary part is Barrios does not. Mario Barrios is calm, experienced, and happy to let the other guy waste energy. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia is walking right into a trap. 8-ounce gloves, ego sparks, press conference, antics, it all makes noise, but Wade keeps coming back to the same point. This is a must-win moment for Ryan, not because of hype, but because boxing stops for... Fireworks are promised, but discipline decides who leaves with the belt.
When I first found out that Joe was gonna go ahead and train Mario Barrios, I was taken back. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, well, what the heck's going on here? Why would a coach that trained my son all of a sudden turn around and train somebody else to go against my son? He's done this in the past, but I also remember that he told me specifically that when Ryan is 100%, no one can beat him. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, Ryan is 100%.
What matters is how both of them view Ryan. And right after Wade Plemons finishes examining the chaos around Ryan, like someone testing glass for cracks, the focus quietly shifts when Mario Barrios, now than it would be later. He is basically saying catch him before the mythology sets in. I also like that awareness. Joe is not defensive at all, he seems almost amused by the drama, shrugging off the traitor story, and asking what good would come from sabotaging Ryan. That is a veteran who has been around too long to be shaken by headlines. What really?
Whereas Barrios is a big dude compared. I think Barrios is probably bigger than Ryan. So massive, massive opportunity. No one obviously ever wants to lose a fight, but I feel like this is a can't lose for Ryan Garcia. You cannot lose this one.
I'm sorry, Mario, I forgot you. Oh no, here you go, Mario.
Right.
There you go. 8 ounce or 10 ounce. He picked 8. So we're not even gonna give it to Ashley. You know what? You already made your decision.
Barrios does not underestimate him, but he does not overhype him either. He openly says the Raleigh fight looked like a fighter who mentally checked out when things went wrong. That is not trash talk, that is analysis. And when he says the goal is to control every round mentally and physically, you hear a fighter who knows optics matter when you are a champion nobody fully trusts yet. Joe backs that up by refusing to prepare for a broken version of Ryan, saying you have to assume you face the best Ryan possible or you are already behind. That is discipline and structure with no shortcuts. The Pacquiao lessons matter too, not as excuses, but as advice about starting earlier, pressing sooner, and not letting rhythm slip over time. While Ryan's camp is loud and explosive, this side feels like quiet pressure building in a closed room. No panic, no showing off, just options adjustments and focus. And that contrast is why this fight feels dangerous in ways many are not fully seeing yet.
Now, you've had back-to-back draws. How important is it for you that you need to be decisive in each round, especially against a named guy like that, the popularity, if it does go the 12-round distance?
Oh yeah, no, it's very important. I'm looking to have a very clear and a very dominant, win, whether it's by stoppage or whether it's by decision. And so I know, like, going into this fight, every round is going to be important. Pressing our game plan and pressing everything that we are working.
And right after Barrios and Garcia finish talking calmly like engineers, checking every detail, the focus shifts to Ryan Garcia, and the energy changes completely. Not louder, just sharper. When Ryan talks about the illusion, I do not hear excuses, I hear purpose. He is basically saying, yeah, I am training 3 times a day while you watch an hour of streaming and think that tells the story. It is like a magician admitting the misdirection without revealing the trick. When he explains his routine early gym boxing work and conditioning stacked on top of each other, it matches what his body already shows. He is not guessing his way through this fight. I also like how he describes the streaming as promotion, not distraction. That is Ryan saying I can handle both at once, and most fighters still trip over the basics. The confidence about being ahead of the curve feels familiar, because whether people like it or not, boxing always ends up copying whoever masters attention first.
I really don't reflect back on the Raleigh fight. Yeah, can you derive certain things that he may or may not do well, or are there, faults that he has that you could pick out on that one? But, then I got to assume he's cleaned that up for this fight. So I don't look back and count on him making the same mistakes he made in the last fight. I want to train Mario to face the best Ryan Garcia that he can possibly be.
The moment with Mario Barrios at the face-off is classic Ryan. Half joke, half test, seeing who reacts, even poking fun at the boots to check nerves under the laughs. But what matters most is how he handles Joe Garcia being in the opposite corner, shrugging it off and staying focused on himself. That is growth. Old Ryan might have turned it into a saga. This Ryan sounds calm, almost boring in the best way. And when he says winning this means everything to him and his dad, you can feel it is not promo talk. That is quiet legacy pressure. Put it all together, and this is not chaos, it is controlled chaos. Barrios is building walls. Ryan is placing mirrors everywhere. And the scary part is both methods can work. The only question is whose reality lasts once the bell rings.
It's something that, I was trying to create an illusion, almost like you said, a magic trick. But in honesty, we're training really hard. We wake up, we hit the gym right away, 8:30. Then we can do boxing training, hours, running, boom. And then I'll fit in whatever I can with streaming. The streaming takes an hour, hour and a half out of your day. You get content, you boom. It's all part of the show. It's all part of the promotion.
When you put it all together, this fight is no longer about hype, it is about identity. Ryan Garcia is moving like someone trying to master himself before mastering the moment, balancing misdirection, discipline, and pressure without letting one overpower the others. Mario Barrios, on the other hand, is solid in who he already is, trusting rounds, habits, and experience to punish impatience when it appears. One side is mirrors and timing, the other is structure and endurance. That is why this matchup feels so tense, because neither method is wrong, but only one will survive 12 rounds when the noise fades and the fight starts asking real questions. This is not just speed versus size or star power versus grit. It is control versus attrition, belief versus proof. Now it is up to you whose style will break first when adjustments have to be made on the fly. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's debate it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Alert. See you next time.